have to sit down. You know why? I fell some time ago and I have a cracked bone in my hip. That goes with old age, all right? You be careful, don't do that. See? I'm a little clumsy. Now you go. And I think this I can feel it. I'm studying to be a doctor, to do medicine. And I hope that will inspire you also to get better and higher education. Well, I am here because you all read my book, haven't you? Most of them. And I am here to give answers to your questions. Or what do I do? Do I tell them my speech?
I think start with that, I think.
All right. If you read my book, you know that I am a survivor of the Holocaust. I am the relic from World War II. I was born in 1935, and I was 7 years old when the Germans came to my country, Ukraine. To really show you that I'm Ukrainian, take off my jacket, and I'm going to show my blouse. This is hand embroidered. One lady back in Ukraine embroidered it. And back home in Ukraine, every girl and woman is supposed to have an embroidered blouse. And there's a special skirt or whatever. Every nation has its own, costumes, or how we call it. So, I was born in Ukraine in a village called Prokopivka. And very, very close, just a few miles away from Slavyansk. You hear it on TV, where the war is right now, or unrest is raging in Ukraine. It's a Donbass area, and it's famous for its coal and steel. We lived under communism regime at the time of Stalin, and it was cruel. It was terrible. You have to forgive me because I have to go back in my mind. One day my father was too late for work, and it was a no-no. You'll never go late. And he was so nervous, he knew he would be punished, that he tried to fake an accident, and he threw himself on the ground and hurt his arms and elbows and knees. My mother made him lay down, and then she ran in the village and got a medic. He was not a doctor. And said, my husband is just beside himself, what happened. And the medic came and listened to his heart, and right away 2 KGBs rode on their horses and said, Tovarish Cherbak, that's my maiden name. And Tovarish means camarade. Why are you late for work? And this medic said he had a heart attack. So he said, you better get healthy because our country needs workers. And one jumped the horse and the other was just stucking his foot in the, to get on the horse, and he turned to me and he said, your father is gonna die. And I said, niet. No, my father is not dying. And he took off. Just a little taste, how terrible it was. Now we heard that the Germans were coming. And of course, young people were not allowed to hear anything about God. There was no religion. The churches were turned into horse stables. And if a child, their parents mostly prayed, and they would ask him by teachers in the school, so are there prayers in your house? And somebody would say, oh yeah. Then they would be taken away in foster homes. It's a atheistic society. It was. Now it's supposedly better. So in our house, never any religion. But when the Germans came, they opened the churches, and we were allowed to go and worship God. And I remember my grandma took me to church, and I thought it was so beautiful. My background is Greek Orthodox. It's all ceremonies and singing and beautiful pictures, icons actually, of all the saints and Jesus and Virgin Mary. And my grandma said, Alla, this is the house of God. God lives here. That was all my religion, my instruction in religion. So we were happy. Germans came, they let us have our churches. But Germans were soldiers. They were fought our enemies also, and they did what soldiers do. They slept in our beds and we slept on the floors. They ate our food and we ate what was over. We lived very, very primitive. No running water. We had outhouses, we had some animals. We were not exactly farmers, but we weren't city people either. And I remember my mother told me once, the Germans had horses. They had cars and trucks, but they had horses also. And my mother had to walk quite a distance to get water from the well. She got one pail of water, and the German soldiers took that water and poured it in the water flow, I would say, and the horses drank it. So my mother said, oh, well, this time. So she took another trip. He took that too, and the servant. But you probably read it in the book. She got so mad, she cursed him in German language. That's what she learned from the soldiers. He almost shot her. So they were not friends. Then the Germans were pushed away. Russian Red Army came. They did same thing the Nazis did. They ate our food, they slept in our beds. Then Germans came again, back and forth, and we were treated like enemies by the Russians because they accused us of being friendly with Germans. Germans came accused us of being friendly with the Red Army people. It was constant pressure, constant pressure. Now, as the Germans were retreating, they were losing the war. They were taking young people like you, not 14, 16 years old. They needed them to dig the ditches, to pick up all the rubble, after bombing and destruction. Many people, young people were hiding, their parents were hiding them. And they were taking young people like my parents that were able-bodied, that could work for, it was free labor, slave labor. Talk about slavery. We had them during the war of German war, World War II. And I remember we had to get on the trains, like it or not, we just got it. But the Germans promised us jobs, security, money. They wanted to calm us down, but all that was a lie. I remember when we were driving, and I have written in the book also, I noticed there were few teenagers sitting and whispering something. Then they went to the back of the car, and as the car was turning around, the trains, they started jumping off into the embankment. And the German soldiers started shooting them, and we heard screams, and then the train took off. It's normal fast speed. And we don't know what happened to the young people, but they didn't want to go to Germany. So finally we arrived to our camp, and through their word, the Germans, I'm being sarcastic, told us the truth. Brand new barracks, still smelling paint, shining new barbed wire fence, this big box, nobody could try and climb over. Guards, Nazis with swastikas, big shotguns, and German shepherd dogs. So we had it made, and plenty of work, factory, from morning till evening, and lots of money, monopoly money, just paper. Not to make us heavy, they kept us on a diet. The food was awful. It was like turnip, smelling, it looked and tasted like dishwater, dirty dishwater. If we found a piece of potato in our soups, we were happy, we were lucky. Small slices of bread and little butter. And my mother would say, Allah, eat your bread slowly and sit. Sit in the corner, don't run, so you will preserve energy and then you won't be as hungry. That was our life. During the day, our parents were at work in factories from morning till it was night. We started losing weight. I got very, very skinny. And there was, we had a roommate. We had small rooms and bunk beds. So husband and wife were on first bed and the children on top. But one day, Boris, our roommate, said to my father, hey Nick, you see that farmer out there and there is like a shed, he must have some food there, maybe some potatoes. Why don't we go and get some? And my father said, but Boris, how can we do that? Look, all the guards and the fence. And he said, I spoke to some of our friends. We'll dig a ditch, we'll get under, get our potatoes or whatever is gathered, and that's it. My father hesitated. He was not a thief. He never stole anything. He was an honest man. But then, Boris is like the devil, said, look at our girls. And they had a younger girl than me. You see, we will lose them. How long can they go on like this, being so hungry? And my father looked at my mother, and my mother should have done this. No, but she just sat there. All her life she regretted that she didn't do that. So they did go. They climbed underneath, they didn't go too far, the guards were following them and they were caught. Their names were taken and few days went by peacefully. But my father said to my mother, you know Lucia, that was her nickname, I have this uneasy feeling. And December 6, I was 8 years old. My mother took me where she worked in the chemistry department. Because it was my birthday, and the ladies, co-workers said, bring her over, let's give her some cookies. There was a treat. When we came back, Tina, Boris's wife, came running. She said, Lucia, they took our husbands. They took them to Buchenwald concentration camp. Well, and here is pivotal night. The bombs came falling, we were in Leipzig, the Americans were nearing, and one night the bombing was increasing and increasing, and we heard the sirens, and my mother said, Tina, get up. Tina didn't want to move out of bed. Look, she lay with her child like this. Let's keep on moving. I was ready, my mother was ready, you held me by my hand. And Tina said, you know something? You run. I'm sick and tired. I don't care whether I live or die. See, at this point I say, never give up. So never give up. Fight for yourself. Don't listen what other people say. was no time for arguing. Took me by my hand and we ran out. We didn't run too far when we heard this tremendous explosion and light. It was like daylight lit up the sky and the night. And we looked, and the bomb fell straight in the corner room where Tina was with her child. And we knew they perished. I don't mean to sound so cold-hearted, but that's what happened. But you know, at that moment, young I was, I thought there must be a reason why I am alive, why we are alive. So we ran to the bunker. There were people already, and smoke was beginning to fill the place. But in the back, they had the Italian prisoners. There was Italian division. When Mussolini and Hitler were friends, Italians were on the side of Hitler. But as war was progressing and Germans were losing, the Italians, some of the divisions, switched their loyalties, and they wouldn't fight with Germans anymore. And the Germans caught them. They treated us back, but they treated those Italians horrendous. Worse than animals. We don't treat animals like that today. They put them in the back. And here are all the people. And as an 8-year-old, I'm watching people reaction. The people on the left, they said, they gave up. I call them giver-uppers. No hope, no nothing. In front of me, there were young people, especially one girl who was taking for her parents. She yelled in the air, "Oh mother, why did you give birth to me? I didn't ask you to be born in this cruel world." And one man said to her, "I'd be quiet," only he used a stronger language. "You'll scare this little one." And I looked at her, I felt so sorry for her. She was as much child, 16-year-old and 8-year-old, not really ashamed as I was. But then I looked to the right, and there was a circle of people. And they stood on their knees. And one man in Russian, he prayed in Russian, he lifted his hand and said, "Oh Господи, поможи нам, Господь, спаси нас, Господи," meaning, "Oh God, please help us, save us, God." And I don't know how God could save us, because at the exit, it says exit, stood a German, Nazi young man with a gun. He looked at us and he said, "You move and I'll shoot you." Well, no sooner this man said amen, when we all rose to on our feet. And like a bunch of bisons, we ran with such force. We knocked him down, knocked out his gun, stepped over him and ran out. But again, the camp was burning. We ran to the main gate, but it was locked. And again, with such force, human force, we pressed it, it creaked and fell. And we started running out. But many people had trampled to this. Many debris was burning, debris was falling on our heads. Our clothes and hair caught fire, our clothes. But we ran out, and I remember so well my mother's strong hand holding me, and pulling me to safety. So we were in the fields gasping for fresh air. The Germans came, gave us, the soldiers, put army blankets on us and transferred us to a factory. They built, and Germans are very effective. I have tremendous respect for the German people. They are hard workers. So a new camp was built for us, but again, and we had camp leader. It's called Lagerleiter, camp leader, and we called him Hero. He was like Hero. He was cruel, he was missing your fingers, and he would say, "You see, I lost it in a Russian camp, prison camp, and now you're gonna get it." He would kick our parents, Well, by now we found out that my father died in Lebanon. He told my mother, your husband died in Lebanon. So my mother was a young widow and I had no father. And you know, the saddest part was, I tell you, respect and love your parents, no matter how they are not perfect, none of us is. We would stand there, children, waiting for our parents. I was waiting